Ndị be anyị ka ụbọchị nke taa mara unu mma. A sịkwa nke echekwara ya zelu. Daalụ niile ụmụ Chineke ka unu si esonyere n'ife anyị na-eme n'akwụkwọ. A sị na dịrị onye ọbụla na-ekwu okwu maka nnwere onwe nke ndị Igbo, maka mkpagbu a na-akpagbu ndị Igbo na Naịjirịa. A sị na unu ga-adị ka echi na-eche ada agwụ agwụ. Mụ na anyị kwuru na-akọ ya dịrịrị ise ise ise. Onye ọbụla na-ekwu okwu maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka o si pụta na mkpọrọ. A sị na unu ga-adị ka echi na onye abalị onye ọbụla mmadụ dịka Samuel na Ekpa, the Biafran Prime Minister in exile. A sị na ya bụrụgo odogwu mewuru ife ise. Alright, biko o si dịrị anyị eje gbapụ na osi gosi unu ihe eji maka wee bịa n'ụbọchị nke taa from the office of Prime Minister of Biafra in exile. Gee ntị ọfụma. O wee fọ review na n'ilu akwụkwọ a kọla dịka ọsọ m nụrụ asọ nụrụsi kọrọ nwanne ya. Gee ntị ka ị na-efe odogwu kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ị ga-esi ya drọpụ kọmentị gị gbasara maka ife okwu ife anyị interview emere ya na UN. Gee ntị ọfụma. Ị ga-esi ya drọpụ kọmentị gị gbasara maka ife okwu asị n'ilu akwụkwọ a. Alright, over to you, sir.
Those guys, especially those fake pastors. You know one thing the Spirit of God put into me. You know, you have gone through battles from 1 to 2, from Chika, from China, and then you have named them from A to Z. You have gone to the height, to Ohanese, to blah, 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 you know, to people, and name it. So the highest the devil can take you now is to use the pastor because he believes this is where the name of other people's, you know, we are so religious and spiritual, and they will say, that's a pastor. You have using so you have gone to the highest. No one can now pull you down unless you yourself, and which I know only God that is in you that can do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Keep it on. That's all I can say to you. We are winning this thing. I don't know how anybody hiding their face. It's very difficult for people to repent. You know, repentance is just too easy. Okay, yes. As far as I know, the Bible, repentance is just you turn around. Okay, you are there. You are with you know, you are with the devil, and you turn around. Because what the Spirit, the Bible teaches me is that we have 3 spirits: the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the devil, and the Spirit of man. That's why Joshua, whom you are, okay, told the whole of Israelites, I and my children, we have chosen to serve the living God. You people can decide. I decide to follow you, my brother. And I'm going to throw this like the man hung on the cross with Jesus. So there are 2. They were hung with them. The other one said, well, when we can't do that magic and blah, blah, blah. Then the other one said, when you are in that place in heaven, remember me. My Oga, remember me.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Take it easy. Take care.
Thank you very much. All right, we continue.
Je te salue. I greet you.
Thank you. All right, we continue. It's me again. I'm going to spend, anybody that, have a concern, have question, please come forward. Those of you watching from Twitter, we have to cut you off. Please join us on Enter Biafra and not on Twitter. Join us on Enter Biafra. The Twitter is still on. And so we give you 1 minute. We have about 140 something on Twitter. We'll give you 1 minute to join us on Enter Biafra so you can ask your question. Twitter, people watching us on Twitter, we're going to go off now. Thank you. All right, it's me again. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, my PM.
You're welcome.
My question is so pertinent and intimate. But like for instance, you know my place. It was hell yesterday. It was hell yesterday. I saw some picture of bullets that you shared. I think you didn't capture what it was like, what it looked like with that thing that you shared. That thing just, the people don't appreciate the enormity of what we are going through.
Yes.
Yesterday, it is like the heaven is falling. It was heavy. Even till now, we haven't ascertained the level of casualties.
Yeah.
There are things better unsaid. But what baffles me is the presence of the zoo in that location that you know I'm speaking about.
Yes.
Why are they there? Why are they there? Because they were more than 6 trailers yesterday that came.
Now, do you know why they are there? Do you know?
Tell me. Tell me.
Listen to this.
You are going to perish there. Your army will die in Biafra land. Fulani Empire, the end of Fulani Caliphate will start from Biafra land. It will start from Olo. I assure you, start from Olo. The end of Fulani Caliphate in Sokoto will begin in Olo. Write it down somewhere. I told you this very day. The end of Fulani Caliphate will start from Olo in Imo State. Go and make it down somewhere. It's called hubris.
You know, people claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their leader, but they don't know what he said. So I believe you cannot understand.
This one no easy, honestly.
Do you believe he's the prophet?
You see, when you come to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I think I will be doing a great disservice to reasoning and common sense if I call him prophet. I'm very, very careful to call him prophet because there are some analysis that you gave one day that changed my perspective of calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophet. You said in the Western world, they pay analyzers, people that will observe situation, analyze it, and dare to predict many years ahead. And
Yes.
everything we work according to the way they speak, they say it, not because they are prophet, but because they have analyzed the situation.
Yes, exactly.
Will you say they are gifted? Will you say those people are prophets? There are many things that you have said from the beginning that are coming to pass. Where will I categorize such ability? And I wrote something to you. When someone else give pick interest in some details, that very invisible details. Now only you they see them. Then I have watched this same video more than 10 times and no see them. You understand? But when you come to analyze that same video, I will say this man can never tell me anything different. Lo and behold. So will I call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophet? Which ability did he have to foresee 8 years of Tinubu?
Yes.
You understand? So I think if I call him prophet, it will be undermining his ability to reason. I don't know whether they get me.
Yeah, I understand because you know the prophets are just those who they just carry information and give.
Yes.
You know, and they say it. So that is for the real prophet too. You understand?
Yes.
God will just come and show them and say, this is it, say it. For those who are real prophet, and they will say it. But there are people who not just prophet, but they walk with the Spirit of God. And they say things and it happens. So this particular video I just played now answers your question to why there is a heavy presence of those people there. And it is going to start from there, and we're going home. Yesterday, let me tell you, you know, you don't see it in the news. Do you see it in the news?
Nobody know about what I'm saying, except you.
Okay. You know, and they collected water. It is not bragging. And they will continue to collect. And there will be the beginning of the liberation of Biafra. It's a spiritual thing. It is happening. You know, now we are not talking too much. So if you watch, our brokers have changed. It's not because of the busyness or the tight schedule of course, our meetings, you know, have increased. The number of meetings I have every day has increased. Number of engagements I have every day have increased. But then the pattern of brokers have changed, and it is going to continue to change. So we are going to shock some doubting Thomases in this liberation movement. Just watch and see. I am here for question and answer. So I've just answered your question with using the Onyendu's audio. The reason why you have the presence of those people there is because the end will start from there, and it has started. And this week will be very hot.
Okay, you have answered that question. There are other things I would like to know, but that would be personal. We write it to you.
Okay. Like you normally ask very tough and very pertinent questions. So, you know, there are some things that you may know, but you know, it is very difficult for others to understand it. So if you think it's something that you feel that maybe complex for people to understand, especially in this liberation activation of de facto, the government in exile, and putting all these structures in place before any Woto start, or why are we not having the Woto now and all that. So if you think there is something that could be complex for others to understand, you know, from that angle, you can ask a question, even if you know it, so I can clarify to many people, because I know you think very deep.
Okay, my PM, I will yield my mic now. Let me go to my jotter. I'm bringing it.
don't come here with the spirit of last year.
No. You know, I just so many things.
You know when you say that you have been looking for a fault to fight me, you know that.
People consider my Twitter one boss. I'm like, people hate me. My Twitter almost exploded. They saw me as enemy, but we don't care. We don't care. We know those.
You're looking for a way to see where one mistake will come. It never comes. So,
but that was true. You too, you can attest to it. It is true. I've been firing. I've been asking questions. I've been sending text messages. Yes. It was true, but it's good that I come out to say it, because person in a show for how many years or quite harder. You put to start for them, you know, fall. I was even, to be honest, I thought that DOS will come out clean then. Liberated. But look at, well, no problem. I will let me consult my daughter, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule. The same principles we are applying, and
it means that you have been defeated. In case if you are from the other part of the Biafra struggle that have always fight and try to betray us, so it means that you have been defeated. So if you summon courage and you are very courageous enough to identify with our ID card, you have been defeated. So we are not, so long as you meet the requirement to get it, and so long as you summon the courage to have entered the liaison office of the country where you are, because the liaison officers know you very well. If you are one of those who are the bad eggs, and you summon the courage to pass their registration process, the Biafra Republic government will have no option than to approve the ID card. So you don't just come and get ID card from the government or from the prime minister. You have to go through your liaison officer, which knows you very well. So if you pass the registration, we don't have any problem about that. And you know what it means. So it means that everybody, if you are going to the Lazem office, they know your role. They know what you have done against the movement. So if you are able to pass the test there, we are good to go. I hope I have addressed you.
Your last sentence is giving me concern because, for instance, everybody know your activity, what you have done in the Biafran liberation. So if you go there and you pass the test, one would think that the qualification or the prerequisite to own this ID card is you being a Biafran, irrespective of your previous antecedent. So
I want to tell you one thing. You see, previous antecedent, there are things that can be used to correct those mistakes and those problems. It is not going to be on this particular issues of ID card. The ID card, our agenda and intention is not just to gather the data of Biafra people and issue ID card for them to identify themselves and be proud of being a Biafra. But it's at the same time an avenue to raise funds as well to support the liberation of Biafra. And at the same time, it is a way to also create more awareness. So anybody who is a Biafran can get the national identity card as being issued, approved by the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. That is different from what is going to happen when Biafra come. You understand?
No, for instance, I assume that this ID card we offer some level of protection. For instance, if I mistakenly find myself in some kind of entanglement, that ordinarily an embassy is supposed to help me. But because I'm a Biafran, we know that Nigerian embassy will not respond. Because I'm a Biafran and there is a license office in that country, will I get some kind of aid from the Biafran government in exile?
If you are a Nigerian, you say?
If I'm a Biafran,
okay,
and I got myself into a kind of entanglement, we know that Nigeria embassy has never helped us in the time past. And for instance, I am not in the good book of the Biafran government in exile, and I find myself in an entanglement. Having this ID card, will I be rescued?
I am telling you that for you to have summoned the courage to come to the Biafra Liaison office means that, you have admitted your defeat. It means that you have swallowed your pride. It means that you have realized that it is only Biafra that can help you. So at that particular point in time, we will not allow you to die. What we can do is that make sure that the people piloting the affair of that particular liaison office follows every, make sure that they have every requirement in place that will make you to be accepted back into the family. So we don't have any problem with anybody who have repented. And even though the person is repenting because of the problem he or she may have. And I want everybody to understand that it is no longer organization, this is a government. So we know how to punish those who have offended us when the time comes with the appropriate laws. And we are taking record because this thing we're shouting every day and people are, sabotaging and stabbing our back. It is not going to go down just like that. But this is not the right time to punish those who have wronged us. So let us get the Biafra and then we'll put appropriate measures how to punish those who made us go this difficult way to get our freedom. So if someone courage to come to our liaison office, we will make sure that it follows that particular, the process that we're going to put down or we already put down. And if he met that requirement from the liaison officers in that country and they are okay with the person, that is only when they will forward the application for onward processing and approval to the central government in the United States. So if that is done, we don't have a problem. And just like I explained it now, that is not to say that when Biafra come, we don't have the list of those who will answer some questions to the authorities and to the law of Biafra. In the roles they played in sabotaging the movement. I hope I've addressed you. And remember that we are government now. We are not an organization or a group. You must understand that, and you must understand also that the outside world is watching us. The people who want to help us, they are watching us. So it is beyond this, let us deal with him now because he has come. No, we are now changing with our government and we must adopt modern way of dealing with issues, more civilized way of dealing with issues for them to understand that, yes, we are really ready to govern ourselves and not where we are going to kill each other. Of course, we are going to fight at the end of the day internally. It is normal in anywhere freedom like this come because we have been fighting for almost 60 years. So it is normal that within these 60 years, there has been some of internally there's some kind of inner hatred that may come as a result of the situation that Nigeria subjected us to. So we have to deal with it internally. You know, it happens everywhere. But let us understand that it's no longer a group of people agitating for Biafra. It has become a government, and we must take responsibility of every Biafran anywhere in the world, especially when the people turn no leaf. We stretch our arms of love to show that we are government and we take care of them. When we go back home, we put those necessary and relevant laws to address the issues during our liberation. Thank you.
Yes, my people, why it's very important that this question will be clear, because people like me, I don't say I'm not going to go collect them, but now that I am free to go and collect, nobody will deny me anything, and I will reap the full benefits. What our PM they talk, they say everybody should come and get the ID card. Very important, all of us. That is what he's saying. And I want to ask very importantly, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Is it quid pro quo or a free bono, a pro bono?
No country in the world issues document free of charge. And for the fact that we are needing fund to further this liberation of Biafra, it is not going to be free of charge. And the process of payment will be made public very soon. But we are looking at anybody who wants to get the passport, the ID card of Biafra. You have to apply it online. After that, you pay for it online at the official website of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. You take your receipt to your liaison office, and there it is going to be for your biometric fingerprinting and data collection. After the data is collected, the liaison office will now push that information to the head office in the United States for approval. After the approval has been made, the head office will now push the approved application to the liaison office in Finland for the printing of the ID card. Once the ID card is printed by the liaison office in Finland for a security purpose, the ID card will be dispatched to the country of the applicant, to the liaison officer of the applicant for onward delivery to the applicant. So this process is to make sure that will maintain the standard and the security of the card. So it is not just something you just wake up tomorrow and somebody go to some cyber cafe and print it out. No. It's going to have your fingerprint on it. And it's going to be electronic ID card with biometrics. Thank you. So it is subject to payment.
Having said that, it's very important we have this clear. Look, we know here gossip way pass us. But the international, yes, the international passport, some school of thought says that since it is not in use.
And by Daloli Nenu, Kunusi, Venezuela, and fine a many rapo. On Afugos, Webatakulo, Afugasigo, Yabo question and answer of onion of our PM next time, Simon Ekpa, Fokawakasini, Rapua, and get the key beginning with the Kikubastamaka Biafra. Kabaruke drop on the comment below. I once again Chief Nania Eastern News 24 by Sino Telun Nupozia do Kempa. That on Mundem Commission.